Wow, things are not cooking so well in the Toriko manga, and I do mean in the fact of despair. In Area 1, we from the Toriko chapter 337, at least we have heard something new. The humans are being fed into enormous amount of cooking equipment called the Father's Kitchen in Area 1, which are used to, as you say, feed Akashia, who is a shell of his former self. He screams out for hunger and but also for emotions. The blue Nitros are actually having a struggle keeping that thing under control. As but it appears also that they do have news, Earth, and Atom, and in stock. It's just that they don't have the new ones. Uh, but it appears to not have God. Uh, as they all mentioned to Cook about that, it seems that Yoa is experimenting on something called life. You remember those little balls we saw last week? They're apparently called life. We'll get to them sooner or later. Uh, and here it comes the real funny thing. Creatures in part of Akashia's body can leave his body and eat. Just one single creature can escape, and if they do, they'll eat anything in the world. They're even powerful enough to eat a blue Nitro. And here is the fun thing. We finally hear a new name of blue Nitro. Also, it seems that the blue Nitro have ultra powerful regenerative powers, similar to when the giraffe birds were cut off their heads. The one we see is that Nitro, who was very bulky and had skull-like necklaces around him. Apparently, his name is News. We all know that the Blue Nitro have code names from the full course, but apparently that he is News was a surprise. I thought for sure his name was going to be God. But well, anyway, the thing escapes, and apparently, yes, that one thing will devour all life on Earth. Elsewhere in Midora continues to beat the Neo in fights, and not even Sion's rewind technique will revive them from death. However, what saves them from being all completely dying is these balls called life. Apparently, something that Joa has created. And do you remember these? Do you all remember his those little, well, not balls, necklace-like things that he's holding in its hair? I begin to wonder, could they perhaps also be life? Because whatever they are allowing someone to cheat death as long as they're holding them, revealing that the elite Neo have them on their heads, so in fact they die, they will be resurrected. As Yoa greets Midora, it sarcastically says, or actually this isn't the first time we met, is it, Midora? Once again showing the confusion. What is Yoa's gender, and more importantly, is Yoa who we think Yoa is? All we don't know is that Midora shows his face in shock once he sees Yoa's real face. No, Midora's. Elsewhere, the thing that escapes from Akashia devours a ferocious animal that can use appetite energy called Leo Tiger, who has a capture level of 3990. But the creature devours it. Unknown to him, though, he meets up with someone. Who does he meet up with? Well, only Setsuno, Jiro, and Chi-Chi. Things are really taking a new turn. What are they gonna... Will they be able to defeat this thing? Well, we'll see. But once again, the body horror was true. Akashia's monster is apparently sentient, and the Blue Nitro are cooking food and despair to eat to him in order for the beast to not... It's not completely revived yet. And apparently, you know, the name Neo is called New Food Utopia. But apparently, that thing down there is something they also call Neo. proving that Neo's name may very well have been from Akashia's new demonic form, or whatever. But finally, Joa and Midora meet. Will we finally get some answers? Will we also get a fight? No idea. All I know is that we got the name of a blue Nitro called News, and that any blue Nitro have generative power, which confirms actually how Pear managed to survive being eaten by Akashia. And finally, will the trio of Jiro, Setsuno, Shishi be able to destroy that thing? We'll see, won't we? Give me a false if you have any.